I'm just kidding. That phone is reserved for air horns.
If you're listening to this, I apologize already for the air horn. We've got our built-in dubstep guys over here.
Yeah.
Alright. What's up, everybody? Welcome to My Other Podcast is a Shoe.
What's a what?
What's a what? My Other Podcast is a Shoe.
I thought this was Fishful of Potions.
This is Fishful of Potions.
Fishful of Potions?
Fishful of Potions?
This is our new show that we were hinting at that we didn't actually...
That we actually gave away.
We didn't actually give you the thing for. So, yeah. Welcome to the first official episode of this thing while we stream Injustice. And,
hey, look, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Later we'll be playing some Lego Marvel while we discuss some stuff. Mainly today our two main topics that we're going to be talking about. Marvel vs. DC in terms of the upcoming movie lineups for the next 5 years or so.
Comic books, but not really comic books.
Not really
kind of comic books.
Comic cinema, which isn't the same as comic books at all.
No, but comic book movies are a great thing. And they're happening, so why not?
Happening.
They're happening.
What's happening, Jackson?
And then Ryan, what's our second topic for today?
And if we have time, depending on how long the comic book thing runs, we're going to talk about portable gaming consoles in the future, because we talked about the Vita a little bit last week, and we're going to talk about just the future of portable gaming altogether.
I heard Portal Gaming.
Portal gaming? Dude, the future of portal gaming is Portal 3 needs to happen. That's the future of portal gaming.
Now you're thinking with portables.
Right. So yes, also, this is a new podcast, new show. We kind of hinted that we were doing this. We are obviously not just talking about video games.
No.
It's not a video game podcast.
We are playing video games.
In other
playing
news,
games.
that's so Magneto.
Right.
Which is also a Raven joke.
Is that actually Raven? Why does she look so weird?
You love it. Fucking 2 levels.
Oh, that's so good. So many levels.
And it's a visual joke. And then people can totally see it.
You can get it. Oh, this is awesome. Alright.
And fucking Katy Perry is Wonder Woman for some reason.
That's my favorite costume.
Well, it's Katy Perry.
Katy
Is it the
Perry
New
Wonder
52?
Woman?
Yep.
Or, no, not New 52.
Oh, I don't remember what it was
Anyway.
called.
Something.
Press the X button, somebody, so we can get this thing started.
What's that stupid thing in the corner?
That's a loading icon.
Stupid.
It's the Injustice logo.
It's
your weapon and tools of cowards. So, anyway.
The 52 Flash skin is for weaklings.
New 52 Flash looks kind of cool.
Injustice!
Alright, so
Anyway.
I'm player 1. We
I
didn't even introduce ourselves. This
No,
is like, we're totally off our game.
We
right
are.
now.
We haven't podcasted in so long that we're just off our games. I'm your host, Chris. Joining me today, as usual, Ryan.
Hello.
Piper.
Piper.
So
Welcome to the cast.
I'm Ryan. I am player 1.
I am Ryan.
You get the pipes.
I am Piper. I am not Ryan, and I am player D.
Player this.
So Ryan
kid.
is actually Wonder Woman in real life.
I am.
And Bane is Piper in real life.
Yes.
Ah, man, which one was it? Was it Flashpoint?
Piper in real life.
I don't remember.
You thought you were a Piper. I was born a Piper.
You were merely introduced to it later.
You merely stole the online handle later on, so that I couldn't use it, you bitch.
Anyway, we're talking comic book movies.
Not yet, we aren't.
We're going to.
Do this.
So, with Marvel releasing the new Daredevil series last Friday and a new Avengers movie kind of fast approaching here in about 3 weeks,
Yeah.
I figured it was...
Do you guys have your tickets yet?
No,
That's the wrong costume, by the way.
I'm going to get mine soon. So
That's the right one. Peñadora.
Yes. Anyway,
Yes.
It's a visual.
we'll have them soon. Probably this Friday. I'll be buying them.
Okay.
I'll actually have money then.
They're going out of style or whatever they're doing.
They're going out of style like movies.
Yeah, you know, like movies.
So the new Avengers movie coming out in 3 weeks. Super stoked for it, by the way. I mean, who isn't? It's Avengers, right? Like we're all excited for a new Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I figure it's kind of time to assess the landscape again, since we've got a new Superman movie coming out next March, and Batman's going to be in it, and it's going to have some of the Justice League in it.
Yeah.
I think. So I figure it's time to let's see DC versus Marvel. Who's going to come out on top? who's not going to. This is really hard to do, by the way, because you guys are invested in this game, and I'm looking at you. And
I don't want to lose.
I don't know why.
Don't fucking look at me.
This was a good idea. I've watched many interviews with Seth Killian trying to demo Street Fighter, and like he never talks while he's playing. It's just like, so Seth, what's new in this version of Street Fighter? Yeah, so we got Seth, new ultras with the characters. They're every interview with Seth Killian.
Ouch! I'm getting fucking killed.
Yes, you are.
Anyways, I'm not even gonna pay attention. I'm just gonna press buttons.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's what Mortal Kombat games are all about, right?
That's true.
Justice.
Straight truth.
Yeah. So this is going to be Dead Air Podcast, because I've asked my question.
Mainly. What was the question? I'm sorry, Chris?
The question is the age-old question, DC versus Marvel, and the answer is always Marvel. When has it ever been DC? Except for when you're talking about Batman.
Yeah. I believe in the Batman movie. Past that, I'm not sure what they've decided that they're not going to do what already works on the CW. Like the Flash is totally taking off, and the Arrows as well. They're not going to use those people for their movies, which would totally explode because they have a built-in audience, which is what Hollywood fucking loves anyways, and they're not going to do it.
This is what I don't get about that. You had Arrow, which is a successful TV show. It's got 2 seasons already. It's going on for a 3rd. You have Flash, which I haven't seen, but I hear is good.
Well, I mean, it's got a strong start.
So,
and people like it. It's being received well.
But they're completely ignoring the fact that they have a base to go off of. And they're just launching this Batman vs. Superman movie, Dawn of Justice.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fresh, it's going to be new, but, like, that's it. All we have is Man of Steel and that movie. And then supposedly after that, you've got Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And the rest of them coming out that build upon the DC cinematic universe, so to speak. But I don't get a feeling that it's going to be good.
Is DC actually trying to make a cinematic universe in the same vein that Marvel is? Have they come out and actually said that?
Yes.
They're on record saying we are trying to create a...
Basically, after Marvel announced that they weren't moving Captain America Civil War's release date, which was on the same day as Batman vs. Superman, DC went, oh crap, we have a problem. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move back Batman v Superman by a couple months. So it's coming out in March now, rather than May.
Okay.
And we're going to announce all of our movies to 2020, and these are going to build up the DC movie universe. So we've got...
Which is basically the... This is the history of comic books wrapped up into a short story. Isn't this the way it's always been? So it's always been like, oh, Marvel's doing this and it's super successful. Let's try that. It's not working for us.
Well, damn it.
Because it's sad because DC is basically the Sega of the comics industry.
Who likes Sega though? Fuck Sega.
Sega was awesome.
No!
Sega had a huge cult following.
Sega had a Dreamcast.
It had some cool things. Sega had, Sega stuff.
You can't even name any now.
I just think it's kind of weird that we're getting...
They had a name called Sega.
We're getting this, like, hodgepodge of DC movies together when Marvel did it from the start, and it was like all the individual superheroes movies led up to an Avengers movie. And it made sense. But we're getting Batman vs. Superman, then a Suicide Squad, then a Wonder Woman, and then Justice League Part 1. And then after that, we're getting Flash, Aquaman, Shazam, and then Justice League Part 2. And then Cyborg and Green Lantern.
They're trying to build as best they can. Like, they have Momoa already for Aquaman, which I think people are excited about. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though.
I don't think he's going to be a good Aquaman.
You don't think so?
I don't think Khal Drogo can do a good Aquaman.
That's where you...
I don't think anybody can do a good Aquaman because nobody likes Aquaman. I think they're going to just try to make a new Aquaman.
Aquaman is a cool character.
If they were ever going to pull off Aquaman, it would have had to been Adrian Grenier.
Let's
from Entourage, because he was doing it as a joke on the show.
Let's have a throwdown. It's Aquaman versus Aquaman. The ultimate mirror match.
I don't know. I just don't see this working the way they think it's going to work, and mainly it's because they've been so quiet on it. Like, we don't know exactly what these things are going to tell. We don't even know specific dates for these movies, except for Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad.
That's what we should do. We should do Shazam versus Green Lantern, or Green Lantern versus Aquaman. Which is a movie you think is going to succeed?
We'll find out right now.
All right.
Which movie will succeed?
Green Lantern.
Not if The Rock is playing
Apparently the announcer thinks Green Lantern.
like has been rumored online.
Wait, what?
The Rock is rumored to play Shazam.
No, Black Adam.
Black Adam.
He's
is
Black
he Black
Adam.
Adam or is he Shazam?
He's Black Adam. He's already cast as Black Adam,
Oh,
I
is
believe.
he?
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't know who Shazam is yet, I don't think.
Shazam!
Sorry, I'm taking home court advantage here.
Okay. Green Lantern's cool underwater.
But anyway,
He's cool. Under pressure.
You have you have all these movies coming
right.
out from DC, and yet they have chosen to ignore their TV fan base. And I feel that that's something that Marvel
Momoa!
has grabbed and actually done. They've linked their film and their TV universes all in this one big universe, and they can play off each other. Something that happens in Winter Soldier is a perfect example. Winter Soldier, spoilers, Hydra is revealed to still be a thing. So they take over S.H.I.E.L.D. and they're about to take over the world and shit goes down. And that's what happens at the end of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1. The last 6 episodes deal with the fallout of Winter Soldier and what happened after Hydra tried to take over. That blew my mind, having this big old connected universe with TV and movies. And it's all pushing forward on this one big overarching storyline, and you have great movies and all this other stuff. I just don't feel that DC has that. I don't think they're going to be as successful as that.
But see, that could be their strong suit, though, because that blows my mind on such a minimal level, where it's like, it's a rabbit out of the hat. Once you see it, it's not as impressive the second time it happens. So, like, okay, everything's tied in together, right? Mm-hmm. So you have the TV series that's all working together, the movies that are all working together. Ultimately, that's going to start to catch up with them, and it's going to feel kind of like cheesy and ham-fisted to like force the story into this, or like the events will happen, and then they won't be able to do something because they've changed the landscape so much. Like, look what happened to New York in the Avengers, right? What's going to happen in this movie? What's going to happen in the Infinity War, and how's that going to affect them trying to tell stories about the characters? It's going to be like, oh, well, this happened in New York, and this takes place in California, so it's all good. No one needs to talk about it.
It's New York, nobody goes there anyway.
Right.
It's fine.
They've never run into that issue in the comic books.
Sure they have.
Like, I mean, they
just go right around it by just started telling a new story. It's, oh, we got a new writer this time, so we're telling a new story. It's a complete reboot of the character. Just kidding.
Where's New York?
It's somewhere over here.
My point is, like, all this crazy stuff goes down in New York. Half the Marvel superheroes are based in New York. So,
that's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of overlap there, but that doesn't mean that crazy stuff can't happen again and again in New York. But I mean, it's a bad thing and it's also a good thing. While you do have some things that maybe a director, like, I mean, I guess Edgar Wright is a good instance with Ant-Man. Like, originally he wanted Ant-Man to be a sole Ant-Man movie, no ties to the MCU whatsoever. Marvel said that's not what we're going for, and he said, okay, I'm stepping away. But in the long run, it's better because it's expanding this bigger picture. So you still get a killer Ant-Man movie, but it also has ties to link into... What are you guys doing?
Nothing.
I'm answering your question.
I'm falling over and...
Thanks for getting me that trophy.
Was this... Were you
Aquaman?
trying to give up
Aquaman?
because you didn't want to see the Aquaman movie too well? You want to see the Green Lantern? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But this is ultimately what's going to happen. Is we want Green Lantern to do well, but
right.
ultimately people are going to be like, oh, it's an Aquaman thing. It's ironic now, right? Like, it's the cool thing to do the dumb thing, right?
yeah. Ryan Reynolds is going to come back, and then Jason Momoa wins by timeout. Ryan Reynolds, you weren't funny for too long. He's got Deadpool, right? And that's Fox.
Yeah.
Hey, is that on your menu?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
This is a menu.
Can I get a large
Can I get a large helping?
Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yes. I'd like that plus a side of Doctor Strange. So,
The Doctor Strange a bit green today.
I don't know. I'm way more excited at this point for the slate of Marvel movies and TV shows than I am for anything DC can put out. And it's largely due to the fact that they're basing their new universe off of what is set up in Man of Steel.
That's just too convenient. Because scale that back to anything else ever. When have you ever been more excited for DC than Marvel? Sans Batman.
Probably never.
Okay.
But that's the thing. That's
Case in
ironic,
point.
though. I used to be more of a DC person when I was a kid with all the animated series that tied together Superman, Batman, Robin stuff, all that kind of stuff, Batman Beyond.
How about-
Largely, yes, Batman, so your point is kind of being proven. But
Just saying.
How about this?
just the Justice League cartoon is one of my favorite things, and I used to be a DC kid all the time, and then Marvel happened.
I've already seen all of Marvel, though. I've seen all of Iron Man, what they do with Hulk, what they do with everything. I'm really curious about the DCU, like what they're going to do about with a Flash, with a Shazam, how they're going to do any of this right.
I just like, at this point in time when Iron Man came out, and we all saw Iron Man for the first time, and Nick Fury came out on that screen and said, "You're part of a bigger universe, you just don't know it yet." We knew it was going to be something big.
Space.
Like, space.
You're going to the great beyond.
Friggin'
Death.
Man of Steel was just...
I'm so sorry, I've been keeping us
No
up.
offense to anybody who likes Man of Steel, I thought it was the worst Superman movie.
You're stupid.
I didn't watch it.
I mean,
Even worse than, what was it, Superman?
Superman 3 and 4, no, nothing
4,
could
3,
ever
4.
be worse than 3 and 4.
Okay,
But
so...
it was a bad Superman movie. Like, it was an okay movie, action-wise, but it was a bad Superman movie. Like,
Okay.
Zack Snyder completely butchered the character of Superman to me
Superman.
in that movie.
It's just
So it's just like them basing their new universe off of Man of Steel and continuing that in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
It just feels weird.
How'd you prefer them go? You don't have any ideas, you just want them to do something different than what they did?
I would honestly feel the need to just, like, do... At this point, it would be kind of redundant to do another reboot, but to do another reboot.
of Superman?
Of Superman, the main ones, like the main Justice League thing, which they're kind of going with right here, but don't do a Justice League until you've established everybody.
So you want to
Right.
reboot after Batman v Superman?
No. I don't want Batman v Superman to exist.
Well, I don't think anybody does.
But, like, that's the thing, like, I feel like the setup of this whole, like, Superman being a little bit darker, grittier is not the tone that you should go with. Like, Superman should be dark and gritty. Batman should be dark and gritty.
But
That's
see, Dark and Gritty sells movies, Chris. Have you ever seen the Batman movies?
Yeah, stupid.
That's because Batman is dark and gritty, Ryan!
Get out.
Get out!
Ugh, I don't even know. Maybe this is a bigger topic for me to handle.
Maybe.
Because this is a pretty big topic. And I'm probably insulting a lot of people. The one other person.
The one person watching.
The one
you.
person watching is a bot.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna get you in the back.
Anyway, I don't know. I at this point in time, I will say yes, I will wait to reserve my hype judgment until after Batman v Superman. I'm curious to see what Batfleck will do.
Yeah, are you?
I am, very much.
Me too. I totally believe in Batfleck. Nobody else does that I know of, but
I don't know which way
I want
to
to
go
see
yet.
him.
I'm on the fence still. But I don't think he's going to do bad. I don't think he's going to be the greatest either. Like, I don't know.
It's just not. It's not going to be about Batman. So.
I don't think anybody can top George Clooney.
Oh god.
Who the fuck are you?
It's a joke, Piper.
No!
It's a joke.
Get out of your own home.
That was like the most anticlimactic way to dodge the thing ever. Anyway.
Get the fuck over here.
So anyway,
No.
out of all the upcoming stuff
No.
for Marvel, what are you guys excited about? That isn't
Marvel?
that isn't this year. So no
Yes.
Avengers, no Ant-Man, no Jessica Jones.
Shit.
Wait for it. No Ant-Man, no Avengers.
No Jessica Jones. Nothing this year.
Sorry, but we just watched Harley Quinn die.
Yes. So, okay, so coming up soon, we've got Doc Strange, Guardians 2, Spider-Man, Thor, Avengers 3,
We done
Part
talking
1
about
and 2.
DC altogether?
No, not
That was
yet.
it?
Not yet.
I mean, that makes sense, but
Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Inhumans, and then you've also got the Luke Cage, Iron Fist TV shows, and the Defenders. As well as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3. So, if that gets there.
Oh, it's not that visual podcast. Face.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pulling up the casual demographic here because I haven't picked up a comic book since I was a kid, and even when I was a kid, I was still a very casual comic book reader. So I'm kind of looking at this in the perspective of what characters have already made a consistent pop culture splash. Like, okay, before the Avengers came out, there were people who were wearing Captain America t-shirts who didn't really realize they were wearing Captain America t-shirts. It was just ironic because Walmart sold the Captain America t-shirt, so just like, oh,
You weren't wearing it because you love the fuck out of Captain America.
It was because America.
Sure. You had America Shield and Old Navy had a sale on American stuff
Right.
on the 4th of July.
So
Get rid of the surplus Shield stuff, Sarah.
all of these like what would be considered in the casual
Oh, hello,
Culture.
other bot, by the way.
like C and
Buy games for Che app.
B level characters like, I just don't know how well they're gonna make a splash. Like, Guardians made a splash.
Aquaman will make a splash.
No, like Guardians worked because Guardians was basically Firefly, and people weren't done with Firefly. Even though Fox thought they weren't done with Firefly.
Fox thought people were done with a lot of things, Ryan. That didn't turn out to be that.
Yeah.
We all know their track record of canceling TV shows before their prime.
Right.
And the shit was good. I'm not happy with how they've done the... Oh, did you see the Infinity War stuff? Because that's what I'm looking forward to.
What,
Infinity 1 and 2, yes.
Yeah, everybody's looking forward to that.
That's-
Man. It's Thanos.
It's the only
But
one I
we've
care
got
about.
a crap ton of things to go before we get there. We still have to find the other other three Infinity Stones.
Give me your list again
Huh?
of things that I'm looking forward to.
All right, let's run down the list. We've got Cap 3 next May.
Sure.
Doctor Strange next November. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, May of 2017.
I'll look forward to that, and I am looking forward to Doctor Strange.
Spider-Man,
No.
the new one, from Marvel and Sony.
I haven't cared about Spider-Man for a while.
So, in July of 2017.
Unless they start putting Venom in that shit, and then I'll watch it.
And Carnage.
They need to do... it will most likely happen.
Really?
Kevin Feige kind of teased.
I didn't think they'd ever do
He's
Carnage
just
on...
like, there's a lot of stories and villains that were primed to do that haven't been done yet.
I didn't think they'd ever
It's
do
probably gonna happen.
Carnage on film. He's too fucking bloody.
Sly Cooper's in here.
What? Oh yeah. I was gonna do a Sly Cooper impression. I can't. I don't know anything about
Anyways.
Sly Cooper.
Thor Ragnarok in November of 2017.
I'll watch it because I know the mythology and I want to see what they do with it. But I got my expectations.
Infinity War Part 1.
Black
Black Panther in July of 2018.
Yes.
Captain Marvel in November of 2018.
I'm not enamored with her storyline. But
Infinity War Part 2 in May of 2019. And Inhumans in July of 2019.
I personally love Black Bolt and crew,
And most likely,
family, I should
when
say.
when we get closer to this Avengers Infinity War Part 2, we'll know about Phase 4, and then the November movie slot will be revealed.
Black Bolt, Medusa, Gorgon, Fuchu.
I can't wait to see Vin Diesel not talk.
It's gonna be his best role yet.
You only have negative 11 years to wait.
But yeah, so those
I don't think
are
he's
the
spoken
movies.
a single word yet.
And then we've got
Don't call me
also known as
princess.
Jessica Jones coming
Bitch.
out this fall, the new TV series for Netflix, the one after Daredevil. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 coming up starting this fall. Luke Cage, spring next year, and Iron Fist.
I'll watch Iron Fist any day. That shit is great.
Most likely Season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will fall next year, and then the Defenders series, which has Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist all together.
If they're gonna do Daredevil stuff going forward, if there's any holdover from the TV stuff, they're not gonna use the shit that's working on Netflix right now that everybody's in love with. They're not gonna put that in movie format, which is so disappointing if it's working.
It's in there. It's part of the universe.
Was it a movie?
Huh?
In
No.
the cinematic universe? If they move on to movies with that,
It's in the cinematic universe. Take place in the same thing. So I fully expect
They'll
him to
use-
at least have a cameo in Avengers: Infinity War.
okay,
Like that's gonna be the part where they bring everything together. Like, and they're just like, we need every hero we can get to fight Thanos.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Well, so that's one thing. If they're using the same, I know they're using Coulson for TV and movie, for TV and film. That's the one thing I think that I like about Marvel over DC right now. That they're keeping their universe extra cohesive.
But that's what
That's
you just
killer.
brought up.
I mean-
eventually it might become their downfall.
Well, I
Too
mean,
much continuity to keep track of, and things barring other things from happening. So, like, say Infinity War, you
R.E.
kill off half of the Avengers. Oh wait,
R.E.
we were going to do
colon-
another Iron Man movie, but Tony Stark.
look at comic books. That's what comic books do. And then you reboot the U. That's what they do. It's like a 5-year cycle.
So out of
And
all
everything
those,
ends. Push,
I think I'm
hold
most.
back and then push X.
I think I'm just going
This
the
is
wrong way.
this is just
No,
training.
hold back and push X.
No, I don't think I'm not. I think I'm supposed to be standing on this side. Oh no, it is forward.
Yeah.
As far as this, or as far as coming up, I think I am too excited for Infinity War Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's the stuff that I'm most looking for. I'll watch the other stuff I want to see. I don't know if they'll even do Doctor Strange right. They might. Who
Dude,
is it?
I cannot
Who's-
wait to see Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange.
Is it? He's not officially announced, right?
Yes, he is.
I thought it was just a rumor.
No, he's official.
I can't wait to see Band-Aid Pumpkin Patch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh.
Sherlock.
Just Sherlock.
Sherlock.
No.
Dude, right.
I don't know. I'm
You need to press the shoulder buttons and you could do her Justice Javelin.
And you can press her shoulders.
That's code word for Wonder Woman has a penis. She calls it the Justice Javelin.
Yikes.
Katy Perry is Wonder Woman. Get a
I don't know.
big
I'm excited for Doctor Strange. I really am.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be, like, to me, it's going to feel like Guardians did. Like, Guardians is cosmic Marvel.
You know
it's
what-
in space. It's all the sci-fi stuff.
You know what they could do to win me over?
Doctor Strange is going to be Mystic Marvel. It's going to be the ghosts and the fucking demons and all that shit.
Eliminate some of their movies that they care most about, but that I don't. Eliminate those. Make a good, like, steal all the shit back from Fox. Make a good X-Men for Marvel.
Oh, that's the other thing, too. We have
Put Professor
a new
X.
Fantastic Four reboot to look forward to, slash not.
No.
Put Professor X in with Doctor Strange, and Captain America, and Tony Stark, and make an Illuminati movie.
There you go.
Oh my jizz balls.
See, that's the other problem that they're facing with having the one consistent universe is that any other universe that they've created in the comics, they don't have the opportunity to go in and tell those stories unless they ham-fist shoehorn them into their current canon.
Which is what they're used to doing.
I know, but like,
Well, they're kind of doing that
that's their motto.
with the Inhumans right now.
That's
Inhumans
their
have kind of
modus
officially
operandi.
taken the place of mutants in the cinematic universe.
And they've disregarded the entire kind of back thing for, which is weird because they have a Lincoln with Quicksilver and stuff like that, but they've retconned in the Kree
Yeah.
in place of all that stuff, which...
So where do the X-Men fall in this? Obviously, Fox still owns the X-Men.
X-Men is owned by Fox, and unless Fox starts playing ball, like Sony did,
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Nothing's
they've already.
I haven't played ball in
if
years.
they already, something has to happen. Something. I don't know what. But like Piper said, they most likely would just introduce them and be like, oh yeah, they've always done it. Even though they've already established that mutants like that, they've like, it kind of, it was almost like a direct kind of like jab at Fox in one of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode. They were talking about mind readers and people who can predict the future. And Coulson, he's just like, there's no one like this that exists on the planet ever. If we did, we would have known about it. It's just like, oh, you can read minds, huh? And he's just like, that doesn't exist either. So it's like, Professor X doesn't exist in this universe. Poke, poke, jab, jab, wink, nod.
That's animal.
So what does that mean then? Like, what if they get X-Men back? Then like, what do they do with it? They're just like, oh, just kidding.
You know what they do? If Fox starts playing ball, you know what they do? They use Fantastic Four to their advantage, have some dimension fuckery go on, and make the Avengers and the X-Men exist in the
That's
same
what the
universe.
show should have been called, Dimension Fuckery.
Dimension fuckery.
No. That's gonna be so bad.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll figure out something.
Dude, okay, foregone conclusion, you're probably not gonna like whatever goes on in the near future.
But that's
like-
what I'm saying. Like that's what bugs me about this is that this is the problem that they're going to face in the future. Whenever they get X-Men back, which they inevitably will, how do they put them into this universe that they've created? Are they just going to keep them separate? Like, how is Marvel going to tell their X-Men? Like, Fox has been telling their X-Men for years. Now Marvel's going to tell it, and they're going to be like, okay, we're going to do these characters, like this series of X-Men, this group, and we're going to tell this story. Do they handle it like Spider-Man, where they're just like, hey, we got Spider-Man back. Now we're going to do Teenage Spider-Man, just reboot him. He's just going to be a kid. So, like, it makes sense, right? Like, stuff happened in New York, blah, blah, blah. He was just a kid. He didn't have his spider powers yet. Oh, now he's Spider-Man, and it just fits into the universe because he's a kid. We're going to have all of the X-Men just be, like, preteens during the course of the Avengers and just be like, oh, now they're old enough to be X-Men.
To drive and have sexual intercourses with-
Xavier this
You
whole
say,
time.
You say it would be stupid, but that's honestly the most logical.
No!
That's what the- yeah.
No,
They have
get
there's
out.
this thing called the reality
Get out.
the reality gym.
Nobody can use that shit though. Like, very few people can use it.
Very few people can use it, yes, but what happens if
They'll find one of the two people that can
Thanos
use it and be
just
like,
be like, "Wee!"
Thanos does not give two shits enough to reset the universe
No,
like
no,
that.
no,
Like,
like,
the
as an
X-Men need to
accident.
be younger. Sling. Like,
I'm just saying, there's always that possibility. They have the tools that they're supposed to. They have things within the universe that work in that capacity.
They have the technology.
They have the technology.
They just don't want to spend a lot
They
of
just
money.
don't want to spend a lot of money on it.
Also, currently, I think the reality gem in Marvel's universe is like a floating bundle of liquid underneath a rock somewhere, which is weird.
No, it is in the care of
Right.
the Asgardians at the moment.
Yeah.
But yes, the reality gem is
I'm making a slam that all their gems are fucking weird.
Yes, they are, but they're not supposed to be like the regular ones. They're supposed to be different. Like I got on Piper earlier.
Isn't that Ultimate Universe shit? Where
No, like-
isn't that where they mess with the gems?
You know, I have
and-
not seen the Infinity Stones pop up in the Ultimate Universe.
They
as
are
far as
there.
my readings, so
They are there.
I know the Tesseract is there, but the Tesseract is not an Infinity Gem.
No, the gem-
an Infinity Stone. So far, as
Not to get too far into it, but the gems are there, and there's some Reed Richards fuckery, and then Susan gets pissed
I might
off at it.
I might be approaching that because
Okay.
Reed Richards has already turned where I'm at.
I
So.
see. So you could be close. It's
could
in the
be close.
declassified stuff, where the Avengers disassemble like 23 through 27 or 20, but I don't know.
I did just start the new Avengers,
Okay,
which is after Death Spider-Man.
so get ready.
Yeah.
Either way, they're all like, "What we do is for the, like this is for the fanhood and stuff like that." As a pissed off fan, I can't see how that's true
No,
because I know others like it.
So I don't, but they do have the tools at their disposal to write that into the fiction
They do.
or into the thing. So it could happen.
They also have the tools to do
I brought
something
I brought
much,
this
much
up to one of my
darker and less
coworkers the other day,
sensical.
and I said, like, if this Fantastic Four movie was to just like be a surprise, like, hey, we're joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe type of thing,
Yeah.
it would kind of be the perfect opportunity to do so because the origin story for Fantastic Four is to rip open a hole to a different dimension,
Right.
and Reed Richards starts studying other dimensions. So
That's basically
he
what's
could rip
going
a
on
hole
right now
into
in
the MCU and just be like, oh, hey, by the way, we're here now.
That's what's going on in New Avengers. All the and then everybody gets dumped into the Marvel zombie universe because everybody loves zombies. Fuck
There you
it.
go.
Fucking A, this
Walking
is so
Dead cross Marvel.
bad
Yes.
though. Like, come on, man. This is that's really bad storytelling.
People love zombies, right? Or the president's dog. Whatever. Fuck it. You'll
People
buy
love
it.
entry fuckery.
No, this is the most easy, convenient cop-out storytelling of all time. It's just like, we're gonna weave this epic story, and then, oh crap, we forgot this guy. Time travel. He's, boom, now he's there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not the right demographic for this.
Possibly not.
I don't know.
Like,
You get in your in the comic universe, at least on the not Convergence. That's DC. The big Marvel reboot coming out in a month. X-Men '92 is coming back.
Yep.
That's you.
And maybe
So
some of the
there's-
characters from that universe will survive in Battle World.
They're gonna draw them like Gen 13, I think, or something weird.
Anyway.
Jim Lee
So yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan, what movie are you most
No
excited
Jim Lee, no
about?
Ryan.
Right.
Let's just continue the conversation. What movie are you most excited about?
What Marvel?
Yeah, for Marvel's movies coming up.
Just say Marvel.
Marvel.
Okay, he's excited for all of them. All right.
I don't know. Like, I'm just, to be honest, I am not really super excited for any of the current lineup because the characters that they've chosen, I don't have a huge affinity with, and I guess I'm excited for anything with more Iron Man just because I like Robert Downey Jr. Period. I don't care what he's doing.
Most of your wheelhouse is in Fox right now, right?
It is.
Like,
My entire
sadly.
wheelhouse is in Fox. Like, I am an X-Men guy. That's primarily what I read growing up as a kid. When I had comic books, I had a stack of comic books, and they were all X-Men comics. And then I had a little stack, and it was like, there was some Superman, some Batman, some, X-Factor, some random comics stricken throughout there, but that big stack was all X-Men.
The part that shows me they might not be as invested in the actual comic lore, or just like for the fanhood, as they are in just a wider, newer demographic, is that most of their sales come from what Fox owns right now. Like, they're recreating new shit for new fans in Iron Man and stuff. People don't read that, mostly. I mean, there's a lot of people out there now, I'm insulting a bunch of comic fans, but most people who go and see Iron Man and blow it up with billions of dollars don't read Iron Man comic books.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a different demographic. That's the argument that I've made for years on the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
That it's a different group of people. So it's not
But some
always
of-
going to work the same way that it works in the comics. So the argument that, it worked in the comics isn't going to
No.
fly.
And some of their highest selling shit is the X-Men. And they
Yeah.
don't own it right now.
Right.
Like, it's just... So so why? Like, it was like, well, man, do what the fuck we want. It's a new horizon, a new brave new world full of people who don't know anything about Iron Man, Doctor Strange. So, like, we'll feed them the stuff that they like. What does this public like? Explosion! Send him to another dimension, put him against a penis demon, blow it up, like... Penis! They love sex and they love violence. Penis demon, and make it explode.
So... I don't even know where to go after
I don't know. I was gonna go the other side of the coin. Is anybody excited for any of the DC stuff coming up?
Yes.
Are you excited for Batmore's versus Superman's?
Yes.
No.
No?
Yes. I really want to see Batfleck succeed
right,
because
as it's read, Batman v Superman because it's a court battle.
Right.
V Superman, what was the other one?
Batman is suing Superman
what's the,
for all of the destruction that he caused to...
His franchise?
No, the fucking Metropolis / the world.
That's part of the reason why I
I'm
fucking
going
hated that
franchise on this
movie.
one.
Okay.
Superman fights Zod in Metropolis and breaks nearly 3/4 of the buildings in that city.
It's his
And then
first
the thing that
fight.
makes him snap and kill Zod is that one family in the goddamn subway tunnel.
Right.
Oh no, we can't kill them. Better snap Zod's neck.
Wait.
But wait, I smashed out 3/4 of the buildings in Metropolis and killed however many millions of people.
Technically, it's his first fight, and then I like the humanity aspect on that. Like, he ends up killing Zod was a bold choice to go, and that it took him so long.
It's a bold choice.
It's a bold choice, Kyle. Let's see how it pans out for him.
It didn't pan out well.
It's,
You know it's bad when Chris Nolan, the guy who made
Yeah.
the epic Batman trilogy that we just got,
sure.
leaves the Man of Steel project because of that
He's like-
decision.
I get, okay, it might not have been the right decision to have Superman kill somebody, but it speaks a testament to the character building.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does.
No, it doesn't. Batman has one rule. He doesn't break that rule.
That's true. Superman's not Batman.
Superman has one rule. Superman has lots of rules.
Superman has too many rules.
Hold on. Superman is not Batman. He's not as strong as Batman, I would say, in a lot of senses.
Right, but he has the same rule.
He does have the same rule.
Pretty much all heroes have the same rule.
Is this Earth, whatever, we're talking Earth 1 over there? Or is this a new galaxy where there's a reset of whatever?
This is where it starts to get all confusing.
Who the fuck knows?
I don't know.
Right.
But it pissed me off.
I want to see New Green Lantern. I want to see them try whatever they're doing, but that's going to, like, 5 years out, right?
I'm so glad that they've already combined.
That's-
It has nothing to do with the old Green
That's their last movie,
Why does
correct?
everybody hate on that Green Lantern? Let's talk about that for a
It
second.
was a fucking terrible movie.
I didn't like it, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds one-liners, and then we'll have a guy with a big head come and...
They weren't even his good one-liners.
It wasn't that bad.
I didn't
I didn't enjoy it. I did not care for it at all.
See,
Legitimately, I'm not bandwagoning on this one. I as a fan, I was not happy.
See,
Not really Green Lantern.
somebody's on my side here.
Sinestro?
No,
Multiple timeline stuff usually sucks.
See?
So, yeah.
having multiple timelines is a convenient way to tell a story.
I agree with you.
It's not
It is a
telling
convenient
a
way to
good
tell a story. So, what's your proposal then?
My
Whoa.
proposal is to actually tell good stories
As
with
we
these
go
characters.
on a tangent from...
Yeah, it's a convenient way to tell a story, but convenient's hardly good. It's a lazy way to do it, and it's hackneyed now because they've used it so often.
Okay, so what was one of the biggest comic book movies in the last, 5 years?
Biggest?
One of the biggest.
Avengers.
Okay,
Iron Man.
and what besides that?
Days of Future Past.
No, that wasn't one of the biggest.
I don't know by sales numbers.
Not sales numbers, but in terms of hype and actually bringing people back to a franchise that they abandoned.
So
It was big.
big character. Probably the only character that company has going for them in terms of cinematic universe.
Iron Man.
You're wearing the shirt.
Oh,
The look down.
Oh, what shirt am I wearing today? Oh, crap. The
Uh,
Batman movies.
Sparrow Man.
Damn it.
Upside down blowfish.
Night Yellow.
Nice.
Christopher Nolan's Batman movies do not fit into any universe other than his universe. He was able to tell a story the way that he wanted to tell a story within his bubble, and it all worked sort of until Heath Ledger died. But
For Nolan's universe.
yeah, for Nolan's universe, it worked pretty well.
It's that's the bubble though. Like,
But that's
yeah,
the thing. It's
there's
like you break that bubble,
there's a separation.
and you have to
between-
like sew in the fucking Justice League into that, and it's just like
It doesn't- yeah.
really work anymore.
I don't think it'll work. Yeah, if they're trying to pull those together.
So that's what makes it awesome. So tell stories of these characters, and if you want to hint at the fact that they're part of some bigger universe, that they're all kind of part of the
Yeah.
same thing, go for it. Like, throw those hints in there. But to literally drive it home that it's just like, oh, well, this building's destroyed, Yeah, that was the Hulk.
Shawarma.
Shawarma, yeah. Everything has to be shawarma now because Avengers.
I think they should do it more like they do. I think if they're going to do a trilogy, or I guess just 2 movies for the Guardians of the Galaxy, do it in the spirit of like Nolan did. Nolan made Batman his own. You've got a little enclosed, insulated 3-movie thing. Just have Gunn make 3 movies and be like, yeah!
Well, they're already
intertwined. They're already fucked because they're Marvel.
So
this is what you're talking about for Marvel's downfall. This is how they're going to interconnect.
Movie, though. And by itself, Guardians of the Galaxy is a fantastic movie.
Sure, it is good, but they have too many little links and ties and shit out.
Part of Guardians is tied to the rest of the Marvel universe that pulls you away from the Guardian story.
If anything, it was Thanos and the Infinity Stone.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, Ronan and all that stuff.
But even with that, it's still solid in terms of just an individual piece. Because it's telling the story of Ronan taking the stone and he's going to destroy the planet, and the Guardians stop him.
Right.
But see, the difference
Thanos being thrown
so Guardians pushed the Thanos story forward a bit, but something like Winter Soldier just feels like a means to an end. It didn't feel like a good Captain America story. It felt like we gotta kind of tell the story of S.H.I.E.L.D. going down, so how are we gonna do it?
We have to introduce Bucky as not dead.
Yeah, well, guess we'll just do it in this Captain America movie, which we're going to call Winter Soldier, which has Winter Soldier for like 2 minutes.
In the last 15 minutes of the film.
It's called Winter Soldier, Chris. It should have been called Captain America S.H.I.E.L.D.
The secret is that Captain America was the Winter Soldier the whole time.
Oh my god! Anyway, I don't know. Since we haven't seen anything on this besides little snippets and pictures of Batman vs. Superman, I can't really say that I'm excited about it, especially coming off of Man of Steel. But I am excited for hopefully a good Aquaman movie.
Just to get like a bearing here, an anchor. You both hated Man of Steel.
I didn't see Man of Steel. That's how much I hated it.
You hated Man of Steel. You hated it before going in. You saw it and hated it.
Hate is a strong word.
I despised it with my being.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I hated it. It's not the worst Superman movie.
Alright.
We can thank Bryan Singer for that.
Sure.
Aren't they all the worst Superman movies? Oh! Whoa!
Superman 2 was fantastic.
Shots fired.
Bold fucking shit.
No, I just.
Are you also daring?
I didn't like it because it was more of a Zack Snyder special effects spectacle.
Riddle me this.
Zack Snyder. Derp.
Riddle me this. Have you ever been on the edge of your seat in a Superman movie?
No.
That you're just like, oh, is Superman gonna? He's Superman.
Well, I know he's Superman.
We discussed this on Multitab. You can't make a good Superman game. I pitched a Superman game with like the Lego flight engine and all this different
The Lego
quest
flight
thing
engine
with like
is terrible.
No, it's better than.
What's wrong with you?
How was the one on Superman 64?
Worse than that.
Right.
But still.
So how would you use it? Dark Void?
What?
Iron Man? They all have terrible flight engines. Lego's totally the best one on the market currently. Unless you're going to use like a flight simulator engine or something, but I pitched it and everybody shot it down not because of the mechanics, but because it's too fucking hard to make him a viable character.
I personally thought that Man of Steel was pretty okay until they decided to completely destroy the entire city. It was all his fault.
He's still typing. But
Baited, you're gonna die. You got some
I can guarantee
points,
I know where this is going. But then have him kill Zod over the one fucking family in the subway tunnel. Oh my god, he's gonna burn him alive!
He's not some omniscient being at the beginning of it. He's just like, what do I do? And then they pissed him off and he killed him. Oh. He's kind of a human that way. He's just stronger than humans.
But it's just like...
That was my justification for him killing
But it felt so
somebody.
counterproductive to what the message of the movie was. Especially after you have Russell freaking Crowe going, you will be like a god to them. Like, you will be higher. You need to show that you have control. You need to show that you can lead the way.
This is him.
Superman kills him and stands up.
Are you not entertained? But then have conflicted, killing over one person, yeah.
I didn't even see that.
He killed millions of people. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people.
Millions of people. Just
he
the
probably
Western
killed
Hemisphere.
almost 1 million people in Metropolis by knocking all those fucking buildings over while he was fighting Zod.
Yeah, well, I mean, and the thing was, like, there was no way for him to save the Earth on this one, which was weird. They usually give him a way out. They were terraforming the Earth, or Marsiforming, whatever, cryptoforming the Earth.
Cryptoforming, yes.
They were cryptoforming the Earth, and millions of people died before he could fly to where they were gonna die. Like, just...
See, but that part's on Zod.
That was a lot of death in that movie.
But that part's on Zod, and then the destroying the city part was on Superman.
Then he weighs the needs of the many versus the needs of the few.
The needs of these many people is to die so I can kill Zod.
No, not so he could kill... He killed Zod so he wouldn't... He wouldn't destroy millions more people. This is amazing.
I get that. No, I get it. But it still felt like a hollow death. Like, Zod's death had no impact to me besides the fact that it killed Superman's character in that movie.
I was gonna say the movie would have felt a little flat if he'd have just imprisoned Zod at the end and be like, well, that was standard. Like,
well, yeah, but he killed him, and then
that's
Superman
what you do.
Is just like, oh, I killed one man. I killed a man.
I think I need to see this
after
again too.
Killing
and see the
a gajillion people in the Metropolis.
Oh, so you're saying in the buildings that he's just tearing...
Knocking over buildings, destroying everything in Metropolis, killing God knows how many people, and yet he's just like, I get upset over killing... I had to murder someone to save other people.
That's just kind of superhero movies in general.
You're going to sleep.
Really dead. Like, how many times have other superheroes done that?
Awesome.
There we go.
Fucking Orbit.
Later, Zod.
Fuck you! That hurt my face.
Zod is now dead.
No, he comes up like a dick with his hands behind his back, like, aww. Zod is a jerk face. Look at him. Smug.
I don't know. It just felt moot. The point of him killing Zod felt moot after him
what I'm
doing
hearing
that to the city.
Between the two of us is that there was no good way out of it. Like, kill Zod or leave Zod alive, there was no answer.
Even if he left Zod alive, I mean, it would have been like more of a... I would have more respected that decision more as an homage to Superman 2.
Superman goes and builds the Fortress of Solitude and hangs himself, and he's like, I killed millions. Like,
this rope isn't working. I'm too strong for it.
How would they have gotten around it, though? If Zod's destroying all that stuff, and Superman doesn't know damage control because he's 19, like... What?
That's the thing. Zod wasn't destroying the buildings and Superman was trying to stop him. Superman and Zod were crashing into buildings deliberately while fighting.
Was it deliberate?
Yes!
I mean, I guess he could have just punched up, like go to space.
Go to space. Fight in space and that way no one dies.
Superman, you have one direction. Down bad, left bad.
That's the one thing I hated about the movie. Like, that was ridiculously long for no reason.
But then I have him completely over and incoming multiple times.
Through Zod through buildings.
He did.
He did. He's just like, fuck you, Zod. Oh, by the way,
I guess
those people are gonna die. Oops.
Look, man, at the risk of pissing a whole bunch of people off, I'm a Batman guy. Superman is stupid. I don't like him very much.
Me and Ryan have gone back and forth on this in the past. And I agree
you Superman?
I agree with him that there is no good way to tell a Superman story. Like,
so for the
he can be a character in a universe, and everybody's just like, oh yeah, that's Superman. That's the guy that can't be beaten because he's Superman.
It seems like most of these
bring him down to a human level, it just doesn't work.
Seems like most of these stories in the comics deal with having to negotiate, like having to navigate Superman, Superman's existence.
And if it's like there's the convenient kryptonite whatever object.
Yeah.
Like I have a kryptonite bullet.
That's how Batman wins. Like he's got said Batman.
Yeah.
Batman doesn't use guns. Stupid.
He has a kryptonite bullet.
Yeah.
So
maybe he'd shoot his arm.
Maybe.
But
like that's the convenient outplot. Like Superman can't do this. Superman landed on the island that Lex Luthor created with kryptonite.
Malta? Oh.
Kevin Spacey likes Luthor. Wrong!
That was good. Good pull.
Lex Luthor becomes the new Batman.
There you go. That's no alternate fucking universes. This guy's good at this game.
How do you guys feel about the new Lex Luthor, by the way? Jesse Eisenberg? I'm gonna shave my head and look weird.
I'm not convinced on that one.
Discount Andy Samberg?
I don't know. You broke Piper. You broke Piper. Anyway, yeah. So I guess the
fucking discount Andy Samberg. don't think he's ever done anything nearly as serious as Jesse Eisenberg, and he takes the fucking second fiddle to Andy Samberg.
Did you see that song with Adam Sandler?
Yes,
You're a genius.
Yeah.
What is that thing?
It's a fucking demon. It's Jesse Eisenberg.
It's all the people that Superman kills.
It's his bundle of guilt. Oh my god. That's genius.
I don't know. I'm like that, and then I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, is it just gonna be ham-fisted Justice League people in the movie? Like, at the end of it, are they just all gonna show up and just be like, "We are the Justice League"?
Yes.
I am.
Well, no, they'll be.
I am Jason Momoa.
They'll be out here in space, and they'll be like this thing, and Green Lantern's like, "I built this," and then they all stand out there like, "This is our new home, Earthlings. We will protect you." And then credits.
Credits. Justice.
Fucking Kevin Smith. Credits.
I don't know.
Momoa rides off on a fucking dolphin.
Batman, I have no hype whatsoever for Suicide Squad. I keep hearing stuff about it.
Really?
Not at all.
Yeah.
I kind of have a...
I'm very interested to see how Jared Leto does Joker, but just because, I mean, after...
Are you excited to see how Will Smith does Batman or whoever the fuck?
He's playing Deadshot. No, I just
Deadshot's
like...
supposed to be Australian.
I like the...
I don't know.
I like the
It's all about
person-
skin color, Piper.
Sure.
I like the person that they have cast for Harley, and that's all I care about.
Unless Will Smith is playing Aboriginal. Then it's not about skin color.
Where's your phone? Where's your phone? God damn it.
It's Jaden Smith as Robin. Yes.
I like this guy. Or girl. Baited you're gonna die. You got some good ass suggestions. Jaden Smith is Damien. Damien Robin. No, yeah, I'm not at all excited. And they fucked around with Arrow too. If you've watched, either of you watched Arrow?
I'm not caught up. No, I'm like.
Well, you know Deadshot though, or
yeah,
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. Yeah.
Yeah. Slade fucking Wilson, Australian. Deadshot also exists in that universe, not Australian. You just switch that shit up in real life,
Yeah.
and then it would reflect the comics. Like
There you
the
go.
shit. No, too easy.
I totally forget. What?
Arrow is a fantastic TV show. I just wish they would have used it with the films that they are now promoting as a universe.
I had this discussion yesterday. Not especially good acting, not especially good anything. Highly addictive TV. You go back and watch the show every fucking week.
It is definitely not like super high tier TV, but it's still a good show.
I keep watching it. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Hashtag.
I haven't seen. I'm almost done with season 1. I think I'm on like episode 17 or something like that.
That was rad. I'm not even caught.
Dude, that shark!
I am here to introduce the Aquaman! If you remember from the fucking 90s, it looks like a street shark in the face.
So, question.
Street sharks.
There's been a question. I don't know if you can feel this for me since you're in Cape Ann. Why is Scorpion here?
Why isn't Scorpion here?
Besides the obvious reason that NetherRealm.
That's the reason Scorpion is there, yeah.
And they needed a magic character to kill Superman because Superman is...
No, because
Because they want that association. But it's like, oh, is this successful for you? Look at our other games.
yeah.
This is the guy from our other games.
No, it's
All I can see when it does Aquaman and he does his fucking thing is the stupid commercial that played 14 hours a day at GameStop. Man, Aquaman got mad shorts! You remember that?
Smith.
Yes, Chainsaw Bob.
Yeah.
All I can hear is that when he does this
So
shit.
what I'm hearing is
Yeah.
that we have way more to say about Marvel than we do about DC.
Yeah, well, because I'm only
when has that been
curious.
different?
Which brings us back to the beginning. Full
What?
circle.
He's got a point. She's got a point. They've got a point. Water over fire. Momoa over who the fuck played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat.
Water, we're about to see that that's definitely not true.
Oh shit.
And no hype whatsoever for the Fox Marvel movie. X-Men Apocalypse. Churning Churnums as Gambies.
No!
What about that Olivia Munn Psylocke news?
No! Stop.
Whoever is listening to this, Ryan almost noped the fuck out of this room in real life today. He quit.
Just whipped out his dick.
What?
I almost
Started masturbating furiously.
Furiously.
Just like, I'm so upset right now! Look at it!
my penis like a shake weight. He walked out the door.
So no, when they said that, they said Olivia Munn, and I was just like, that's bad. And then I'm like, wait a second, did you say Olivia Munn or Olivia Wilde? Because that's two completely different things. And
Did you say Psylocke or they cast her as Psyduck in the new Pokemon? Because if it's Psylocke, I quit right now.
Psyduck makes a lot more sense for her range.
Fall over because you're not coordinated.
Oh, great.
Hitting the set so wet because Olivia Munn opened her legs.
Why her?
Because she's so hot right now, Hansel.
There's going to be some hot air drifted towards you.
Like,
it pushed one out.
Oh, sick, you clapped. Okay.
Why not Olivia Wilde?
Because Olivia Wilde's doing trim.
Yes.
Would have been a much better.
Look with the forehead beam. Baited, you're gonna die with the punchline. Oh fuck, how long does it last?
Too long.
Right? Oh, that's not you.
Cheats
I'm like, how did you do it?
No. What?
That's some shit. He just bonked you.
Fucking Aquaman's so OP in this game.
He gave you a little teabag with the back of his head.
Style, right? We gotta do this Mortal Kombat style.
Okay.
Where you just jump, kick, and uppercut.
Yes. Oh, it's not working. He's Aquaman.
No,
He got mad sharks.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
so anyway, I guess that's it for our discussion.
Yeah. Okay.
We
So
should move on to games.
I can't have more opinions on fucking DC than I do Marvel because DC's shown so much less, and I'm only merely curious about it because I know next to nothing about it, and they haven't shown me nearly as much as I like than Marvel. Marvel's got like 18 fucking films already. You can marathon them in 2 days. You get a 2-day pass to do them. How many DC movies can you watch?
I want to watch all of them,
DC movies?
starting from like Batman '89 all the way up.
How many DC movies they got? Like,
More than that, all the way back in.
Well, I mean, back
you
in
need
the
to
day.
start with fucking Adam West Batman.
starting
and go
phase
through the
1.
years.
We're not going phase
We
negative
need
2.
we need some more Adam West Batman again.
Yeah, we do.
Totally
I would
down
totally
with
be amazed if they brought Adam West back to be Batman.
that. Oh god.
Versus,
Hello, Henry Cavill, my old chum.
they get Olivia Munn to be Boy Robin.
Oh,
Quickly, my boy Ward, climb on my bat pole. So I slide down my bat pole. Start with bat nipples. That was the Kilmer, correct? No, that was
That was
Clooney.
Kilmer.
Clooney.
Kilmer was the first one with bat nipples.
Really?
They were just less pronounced. Clooney were like full blown fucking
Dinner plates.
nips and then areolans.
Areolans. Fuck, man. My other areolans is a dinner plate.
Anyway, I'm so way hyped for Marvel. That it's
Oh, you
ridiculous.
found the fucking chain. Well done.
I did. I'm just using
I
it.
found it.
You haven't been using it forever. You found it. You're just like, nah.
I'm just trying to play Mortal Kombat style.
All right, Ryan.
found some evidence.
Shall we switch some games?
Yeah, as soon as this match is over. I want to
Talk
see
about
it.
some piss video.
Talking about politics.
Are we done with comic books?
I think
Looney.
so,
How long have we been talking about comic books?
for like decades.
A fucking hour. You have a counter on the.
That's not entirely true. We weren't talking.
It's been over 30 minutes. I know that.
Okay.
Oh. Gonna Die's got a point. This game specifically is right about where, except for Entourage, right about where Aquaman's been halfway decent. You're right face in this game. Have you beaten him yet?
No.
It's fucking hard. He's one of the hardest characters in this game.
It's also the Scorpion that does not play like traditional Scorpion, so.
Turducken Scorpion?
He's got
Turducken.
fucking vest hooks. What's
What
that all
is
about?
this?
Look at the hooks on my vest.
It's because he's a rat Scorpion. They tried to make him Scorpionesque. No?
Gave him a villain outfit from the DCU.
Yeah, they did.
Those are his
Yeah.
knives.
Knives Chow.
No. Look at the. Are
She's
they
a
his
schoolgirl.
knives?
Yes.
They are his knives.
What?
Fuck you!
Aquaman, get the fuck out of here. Get out. Get out. I'm done.
You're gonna die over 40 minutes. I've been counting every second. You guys
Is
are
there-
dumb.
Did we get any conclusion? Did we get
No,
anywhere you
it's-
wanted out of this?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
There wasn't any conclusion, like, if you like DC more than Marvel, I'm not going to kick you out of my house.
It was 1 hour and 7 minutes of Marvel is more intriguing than DC
Right.
in the cinematic universe.
Alright, so someone else's turn to play, or am I going to keep playing?
I'll play.
Put in type 0.
We were talking
Type
about
zero.
it when you got here, so it's probably been
I
over
put in-
50
I put
minutes
in
we've been
Marvel.
talking about this.
It's a
damn
Vita
thing.
game.
Time to switch subjects.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
How does anybody feel about mobile devices?
Okay, so we're going to switch...
Not phones.
I'm gonna switch gams here.
And gears.
Switch topics.
Go into
here.
menu.
Load up your gam.
Come on.
Get the big bill there.
This